All right, guys, a little bit different video today. I got a misfire on this. This is a 2011 Ford F-150 Lariat with 165,000 miles on it. Got a misfire on this engine yesterday, and a little backstory is I ran this thing like really low, fuel level, and it developed a rough idle to the point where it was shaking the whole truck. Limped it down the road, got it to the gas station, filled it up with premium. The rough idle got better, but didn't go away completely, and it threw an error code. So I got my little OBD2 scanner tool out. Checked the code. It was a P0303. Okay, that is misfire on cylinder 3. So started kind of shaking that down, and I'll be honest with you, it's like WebMD, right? You go on there and search any symptom you got cancer. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing it is when you're trying to diagnose a problem with your vehicle. Everything I searched was like, tear apart your fuel rail, start there. It's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. So what I did was I started at the lowest common denominator. What's not working? Well, the plug's not sparking. Let's check the plug. So pulled the plug on this guy. And where did I put this stupid thing? Right here. Here's the offending plug, which honestly, I'll run you through this scenario here. This thing looks better than it did yesterday. I actually troubleshot this yesterday, and that's what I want to cover in the video. Two things. How I troubleshot this thing, and then the second thing is how to get these freaking plugs off of the coil packs. I swear the manufacturers have a running bet about how can we make these things as creative as possible to drive people nuts, right? And that's what they've done here on Ford. So anyways, here's what I did to troubleshoot this guy. I pulled cylinder 3. The coil pack comes out with it. All right, so I'm thinking, oh, well, the coil pack's the next thing in the line. Here's what I'll do. I'll pull cylinder 3 and I'll pull cylinder 2, and I'll switch the plugs, but not switch the coil pack, okay? And what I'm testing here is if I still get a misfire on cylinder 3, then I know my coil pack's bad. If my misfire moves to cylinder 2, right, then I know it's the plug. And that's exactly what happened, okay? So I switched the plugs, my misfire moved to cylinder 2, sorry. Cleaned it, I pulled this guy back out, cleaned it up, cleared all the codes, put the thing back in cylinder 3, and I ran it. And I actually ran it this morning to go get new plugs, and it hasn't thrown a misfire code yet, okay? But regardless, I'm changing the plugs. So that's what I'm in the middle of here. Let's go over the connector. This connector, let me see if I can zoom in here. These connectors, they look pretty straightforward, right? Just pop the tab open. The problem in this one, obviously I got into this yesterday, so it was loose. This guy actually broke, right? See how I broke that? Here's what you do. Get yourself a little tiny pen screwdriver, and you're gonna put it right here on this red tab, and you're gonna push that thing down, and at the same time, you're gonna move that lever up, and this guy will slide. Once you get this thing cracked open, then you can just, dang, I'm not left-handed. Push it up, all right? So once you get it to that point, you're not done yet. Of course, we have to be more annoying than that. That would be too easy. So what you have to do now is you push down. There's a little black tab in here that's between basically this red tongue and the switch up here, right? You want to push on that red tab, or I'm sorry, the black tab there, and then get a big screwdriver, and then you're just going to work this guy, just prise this guy off, all right, until it breaks over, and then you can pull it up, pull it off. Now I already had these loose, and this is the way all these internet videos go, is it looks super easy when the guys take them apart, just like that did. It's because we already did it, all right? So don't get too ticked off. Just try this thing, but you got to depress this little tab and pry that guy off. So let's just go through tools for the job, right? Already mentioned the little screwdriver. I used a big screwdriver to help me pry that thing off. You're going to need a 5/8 spark plug socket, assortment of extensions. I got a couple different extensions to try. You need a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch drive, whatever socket you want to use. The coil pack plug, this guy, or the coil pack screw, is an 8mm right socket for that guy. That's pretty much it. Straightforward plug job. I don't know, maybe this will help somebody out, but you know, you go searching on the internet, you might just find yourself frustrated looking at like worst case scenario stuff. Doesn't really have to be that way. So anyways, thanks.